This is a side of Bosnia and Herzegovina that most tourists rarely get to experience. While the country is rich in history and culture, our journey took us in a different direction. We're here. We set out to explore the wild and untamed that defines this beautiful place. The highest settlement in the country. During our time here, we ventured not only off the beaten path.
Welcome to wild Bosnia.
It's amazing. But even further, traveling to one of the most isolated villages on the entire European continent.
So special.
Passing through some of the most breathtaking scenery imaginable to seek out its true nature and spirit. We weren't really sure what to expect. In these remote corners of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the landscape speaks for itself, offering a glimpse into a world where nature still reigns supreme. Our journey begins in the capital, Sarajevo, a place where the east truly meets the west. And while most visitors end up here, we were not here for the usual sights. We sought an adventure for our minds, one that would take us deep into the Bosnian mountains. The world may remember Bjelašnica as one of the venues for the 1984 Winter Olympics held in Sarajevo. We asked a few locals if there's a proper road going up to Lukomir. Some of them said yes, some of them said no. It's definitely a no. It's pretty rough going. Many come here for the alpine skiing, hiking, and paragliding, among other adventure sports.
Wow, look at that view. Look at all the trees on the hill. Look, guys.
But we were here to experience a lifestyle that would transport us back to a distant past. As we entered the base of the mountain,
Looks like a storybook.
we were greeted by some of the most breathtaking landscapes we had ever seen. We were hoping to get there during the day, but I don't think it's going to happen. Any journey with both big and little people require time to shake out the legs.
You're not gonna catch me. you know.
By now, we had reached high into the mountain, and we began mingling with livestock and the occasional thrill seeker. So it's getting dark, we've been driving for a few hours. I think this is where we need to go. They're not really clear with their directions.
I found a house in the middle of nowhere.
This was turning into one of our favorite drives, perhaps ever, but we were definitely in the wrong car for this adventure.
Yeah, good old trusty Nissan Navara.
Rusty or rusty?
It's not rusty, it's trusty. All the sheep are gonna cross. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
This dog is massive.
Oh my god. It doesn't like us.
It's getting rough. It's getting rougher. Hey guys, I think we're here. Look at it.
That's not even like a village, that's tiny.
Yeah, villages are tiny. I absolutely love it. Look at it.
It's 6 a.m. Could hear the wind howling all night. I just want to open up these shutters. The wind kept me awake for most of the night, so while Esha and the kids were still asleep, I decided to go out and explore.
The rain's coming through now. I think we're at the very end of the village. One house there, and then it's just mountain. It'll be an interesting day.
Look at this guy.
That's a cat of me.
Everyone's crazy enough.
During autumn, the mountain reveals its true, unwelcoming nature, showing us just how harsh and inhospitable it can be.
Hold me, Mama.
Hey, baby.
I can fly away.
I had to save her.
We are hungry, but nothing's open.
We were eager to find a cozy retreat where we could warm up and unwind for a few hours.
Listen to the wind.
The breakfast,
Wow.
homemade ushtipci,
It looks amazing.
which is kind of like something between donuts and fritters.
I'm not inside.
What do you think? You like it?
Really good.
Homemade cheese, homemade dips,
Freshly made.
and of course, proper Bosnian coffee.
Oh, we made your coffee. Oh, look, a baby sheep. Look, that little one.
Listen to the bells.
Look at his hat. Look at his hat. It has dinosaurs.
Whoa.
A fireplace, a charming cottage, the serenity of mountain life create feelings of pure contentment.
It's raining.
We just had breakfast and we're kind of stuck here.
The weather got progressively worse, so we decided to stay for lunch. These dishes tell a story of tradition and local flavors, and one of perfect hospitality delivered straight from the heart of the Bosnian mountains. We are in the village of Lukomir, 1500 meters above sea level. The weather's a bit kinder today, so we're gonna head out and see what we can find. What truly stands out in Lukomir is the silence, a deep, almost profound quiet.
Look, that's me, Papa.
It's you.
The baby.
Here, people still live simply, following the traditions of their ancestors, much as they have for centuries. It's as though we were also back in time.
Wood and cow.
These stone homes, with their steep roofs and modest design, stand as a testament to the resilience of those who built them, representing an important cultural and historical legacy for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Shepherding still remains the primary livelihood here, a way of life passed down through generations. With large herds of sheep, the shepherds work diligently, often for 12 to 16 hours a day, moving their flocks through what is to them a familiar terrain. Though they receive government support to sustain their work, these shepherds face difficult decisions, all while navigating the challenges of living in such a remote environment. The town itself is protected as a natural monument and stands as a living, breathing museum of Bosnia's rich cultural heritage. As the first snow blankets the region, the remaining residents move to the cities, leaving Lukomir empty. This next leg of our journey was about to be the longest, so we split it into two stages. After leaving the rugged mountains behind,
Dobro jutro.
we sought a place of composure. Rama Lake turned out to be the perfect retreat.
So you roll the ball like that. Roll the ball like that. Then you put your thumb in that, like that. Like this? Slowly is in the cup, but this cup is going to be really mini.
Bosnia and Herzegovina is home to over 100 lakes, both natural and man-made. Among them, a Lake Rama.
We're in the cloud.
Often considered one of the most beautiful lakes in Europe, its scattered islands and peninsula create a landscape of striking, almost unworldly beauty. Perched along its calm shores is the Rama Monastery, a 15th century sanctuary often referred to fittingly as the oasis of peace.
Don't do that in mud, okay?
Lake Rama recharged our batteries for our final leg. This was something we were looking forward to all trip.
Oh yeah.
Once again, we were in a place where nature is in control and would be setting the pace.
Welcome to Plateau Kruzi, where the horses are and where they live over the 50 years.
This is Inga, our guide, a true local expert with a personal connection to the land.
We are entering the living area of our wild horses. We call them wild horses because they were born here, they live here, and they will die here.
She passionately shares the history and the culture of the area and of life.
Lucy, where are you?
They are not wild in the meaning like they are going to attack you or they are aggressive or something like that. No, they are pretty calm and they are pretty still, and you will see that. Maybe there will be situations that you can a little bit touch the horse or something like that, because they're so curious. They want to sniff people, they want to check territory, they want to collect information from you.
We're here.
You always need to be patient and wait for them to approach to you.
With over 1,000 horses in the area, this is one of the biggest concentrations of wild horses in the world. There is no need to talk up here. Your mind is soaking up a visual story.
During the winter, there is a lot of salt, and that's the reason why they are coming from this place to this road. They're licking the salt here.
Experiencing the vastness of the plateau, the times you truly believe you are on another planet. At the start of the 20th century, these horses were an essential part of daily life, domesticated and relied upon for heavy farm work. They plowed fields, transported goods, and were indispensable to the rural way of life. But by the 1950s, as the march of modern machinery arrived in the region, the need for the horses began to fade. Tractors and equipment took over the roles, and for the farmers, maintaining horses became an expense they could no longer bear.
I just think this is one of the best things to do, to come here and see them in the wild, in their space. It's just so beautiful.
We're coming here.
Faced with this reality, the farmers made a difficult choice. Unable to keep them, they released the horses onto the untouched plateau of Kruzi, where the animals could roam free.
So special.
They're getting pretty close.
What began with only a small group of horses soon turned into something remarkable. Out here on the plateau, the horses not only survived, they thrived. Over time, their numbers grew as they adapted to their new environment, forming wild herds that continue to roam these plains today. From working partners to untamed survivors, these horses now symbolize resilience and the ability to adapt in a changing world.